welcome to Learn Positive. This is Pradeep Kumar. If you are watching my channel for first time, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this content of this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and share with your friends. So today's topic is how to avoid fine or charges for not maintaining a minimum balance in your savings. So for that, we have to know basic three things. First one is what are the types of accounts holding in the bank, and second one how the banks fix the minimum balance amount, and second one how they are calculating the minimum balance account. If know these three basic things, we can achieve how to avoid the minimum balance fee, not maintaining the minimum balance fee in the bank. So first one, what are the types of accounts? So in bank there are three types of accounts. First one is current account, second one is salary account, third one is savings account. In current account, we have to place some deposit in the account. The rest of the amount we cannot be taken away. So this is the current account. Second one, salary account. For the salary account, the bank have to decide whether it is a zero balance account or a savings account, or a minimum balance account. So if the bank said it is a zero balance account and salary account, the person who hold that account, they don't have to maintain any amount in that bank, in that account. So second one, the minimum balance account. So if the bank said it is a minimum balance account, the person who hold the account, they have to maintain some minimum balance in his account. For example, the bank said it is 1,000 rupees. So the person who hold that account, they have to maintain 1,000 rupees for the entire month. So for entire month, that is 30 days. For the entire month, they have to hold the 1,000 rupees. Next, how the banks fix the minimum balance amount. So now think, the bank is separated into two parts, that is rural and urban. In rural areas, the bank fixes the minimum balance amount starts from 100 rupees to 2,000 rupees. In urban banks, the bank starts the amount from 2,000 rupees up to 10,000 rupees depending on the bank. So how they are calculating the minimum balance fees, fine charges? Okay, so think a person, for an example, a person called X holding a account on a bank with a savings account with the minimum balance. The bank said the minimum balance is 2,000 rupees. So the person X have to hold the amount 2,000 rupees for the entire 30 days for the in the bank account to avoid the minimum balance fine, to avoid the not maintaining the minimum balance fine. So the fine amount is 10%. For an example, it is a 10%, not in all banks. So for an example, I said it is a 10% of the amount is taken as a fine. If not maintaining the 2,000 rupees for the entire 30 days, the bank will be charged 10% from that person account. So that is 200 rupees, correct? For the 2,000 rupees amount, the 10% is 200 rupees. The 200 rupees is taken as fine in the next month. Okay. So if the person hold the 2,000 rupees for the entire 30 days, he will not be fined for the next month. So now think, the person is a salaried person, so he couldn't he couldn't maintain the 2,000 rupees. What he can do? So think, we have a second option. The bank calculates the amount and number of days. So the amount is 2,000 rupees, the number of days is 30. So 2,000 into 30, we get 60,000 rupees. So the bank calculated the person who hold that account, he had 60,000 rupees, 60,000 rupees as the minimum balance for the entire month. So we can do one thing. So we will deposit a 60,000 rupees for entire one day. Okay, for entire one day, 24 hours in the bank day. He will not be charged. Then he will withdraw the amount 60,000 rupees in the next day. He will not be fined for not maintaining the minimum balance in his account, because the bank calculates only the sum amount, total amount. So the total amount is 60,000 rupees. So 2000 into 30 days, it is 60,000 rupees. So the bank calculates the person have to hold 60,000 rupees for the entire month. So he hold the 60,000 rupees for the entire day. So it is calculated for the month. So the bank never charges the fine amount for the person. So the as already we said, the person X is a salaried person. His salary is low as 15,000 only. So his minimum salary is 15,000. He couldn't maintain the 60,000 for even a one day, or he couldn't maintain 2,000 rupees for the entire month. So what he can do? For an example, I have a calculation. So if the person had 15,000 salary, he didn't withdraw the amount for 4 days. So think, what is the calculation? The total sum amount in the bank into number of days. So we have that salaried person 15,000 rupees. He didn't withdraw the amount for next 4 days. So what we'll do? 15,000 into 4, that is 60,000. So he hold the amount 60,000 in for the minimum balance. So next 5th day he will withdraw full amount. 15,000 means he will not be charged for the he will not be charged, because the amount, total amount 60,000 is maintained. Or else the person X has some commitments, like he have to pay some EMIs, rent, and medical expenses, and some other expenses for home. So he couldn't maintain the amount entirely for 4 days. So just think, he have to maintain by different variations, like he have to maintain the 15,000 amount, 15,000 rupees salary for only one day. So what we'll have? We have 15,000 into 1, that is value is calculated as 15,000, and next day he will withdraw 7,500 for his home loan or EMIs or any expenses. So 7,500 is debited. So now the account have 7,500 rupees. He will hold that 7,500 rupees for next 3 days. The amount is calculated as 22,500 rupees. Okay, 7,500 into 3. So 22,500 by the bank. Next day he will spend 2,500 in the amount. So the total amount now he had with the bank is 5,000 rupees. So he hold the 5,000 rupees for next 3 days. The amount is calculated as 5,000 into 3, that is 15,000 rupees. Next day he will withdraw again 3,000 rupees. Now the amount balance is 2,000 rupees. Into 3 days he will maintain the amount for next 3 days. The amount is calculated as 2,000 into 3, that is 6,000 rupees. Next day he will withdraw 1,500 rupees. Now he hold only 500 rupees in his account. Now the calculation is only 500 into 3 days, that is 1,500 rupees. Now calculate next day, that is the 14th day. Okay, the 14th day the entire amount is withdrawn. So not even a single rupees in the account. Now think, the first day we have maintained 15,000 rupees for one day. The second day 7,500 rupees for 3 days. So we have 22,500. So next day is 5,000 rupees into 3 days, that is 15,000. The third day, the next third day we have maintained 2,000 rupees. Next 500 rupees for 3 days. The total sum is calculated as 60,000 rupees. That is 15,000 plus 22,500 plus 15,000 plus 6,000 and finally 1,500. The total amount sum is 60,000 rupees. So the person hold 60,000 rupees for the entire month, that is for the 13 days. So the entire amount sum is maintained for the 13 days. So he will not find or charge any amount as a minimum balance charges for the next month. So he will maintain zero balance for the next 17 days. Like this, you have to separate your calculations, separate the calculations and how the amount maintained, and if your minimum balance is 2,000 rupees, you spend like this, or by calculating your amount by spending gradually and maintaining the amount gradually by spending, and maintain the minimum balance sum amount, total amount in lesser days. So you can have the zero balance in the next few days. Okay, Friends, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.